welcome. Welcome back to another episode of my Purdue Boilermaker Dynasty here on College Football 26. We are in week 11 here of the 2026 season, aka year 2. We're number 23 in the country, going on the road to take on the number 12 Penn State Nittany Lions. We're heading into this game 7-2. And we're coming off of back-to-back heartbreaking losses to Iowa in overtime in a game where we dramatically outplayed Iowa, but missed opportunities to put the game away. 1 for 4 on fourth down, just got stuffed at the 1-yard line, had a turnover on a Veltkamp scramble that was almost a score going into the end zone. Just a really bad situation. And then we lost to Minnesota, got too aggressive on a couple of fourth downs. I think I've got to just kind of simplify things. We were 0 for 4 on fourth downs, lost a turnover battle, just not playing super crisp. Minnesota we had a scoop and score on a strip sack fumble. Minnesota had a scoop and score on a quarterback sneak. I went for it on a 3rd and inches. I think is all it was, just a quarterback sneak. Veltkamp took it up the middle, was going to get the first down, but then had the fumble somehow in a really quick play. But we fell apart there in the second half, just could not keep the offense going, and then we could not stop Minnesota. They outscored us 28-10 there in the second half. Got the victory, but things don't get easier. In fact, they get dramatically more difficult. As this Nittany Lions team is really good, 8-2. I don't really directly see a path to a victory outside of just the normal, playing a super clean game. They got smashed by Michigan on the road and then got upset by Northwestern on the road. They've been pretty good otherwise, though. I mean, they killed Maryland, beat up on Wisconsin, beat up on Rutgers, beat Minnesota. They beat USC, who's currently the number 1 team in the country. They look good, and obviously their overalls are dramatically higher than ours are as well. We'll take a look, though, at the team. Obviously, they lose a lot of players coming off of season 1. Guys like Drew Allar, Nicholas Singleton, Katron Allen. They do have James McCauley now as their starting quarterback. He's an 83 overall, a transfer in from Washington State. They barely played last year. 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's last year 19 touchdowns to get 7 so far this year. So the boost in the team has certainly helped. He's a really good athlete, super strong arm. The awareness is a little low, but the accuracies are pretty good. In the short to intermediate game, it's really bad deep, which is a weakness of ours. So hopefully that rating kind of proves true for us. He's good on the run, good under pressure. They do not have Quentin Martin, which is a major positive for us in this one. He is incredibly fast. I think he would have given us a ton of fits, but they still have a pretty good running back room in general. Wide receivers are good. They do have some speed. Their top guy here is not overly fast, but he's 6'3", so that certainly creates its own problems. But Ivy and Courtney both have pretty good speed. They, of course, as they always do, have a really good collection of tight ends. The offensive line is one of the best that we play this whole year, probably right there with that Notre Dame team. Defensive line is really good. The linebackers, they have a great player here in Amari Campbell with a lot of speed. And then they have Tony Rojas, who's pretty much just as good with even better speed. And behind them, they got a guy like Keon Wiley that's really good. A.J. Harris, another super talented cornerback now for them. Only he's gotten 4 interceptions the past 2 years, but a really, really strong player. They have a ton of speed in this cornerback room with 2 pretty much elite guys. The safeties are really good. King Mack is at least not playing or won't play a ton with that 98 speed unless he's like a sub linebacker for them. It's a game that, kind of circling on the schedule is like a game that I expect to lose because I don't see like an immediate path here to victory. It's just such a big jump in talent. But we beat Notre Dame. We beat UCLA, who are better than us. Notre Dame is certainly better than us. But then you kind of, struggle. It's at Iowa. Kinnick is a tough place to play. But then losing at home to Minnesota, those are the games that you can't lose. The the goal I set out for the season is to get to 10 wins. Once I realized, in season one that we hadn't had a 10-win season since 1979. Really trying to get to that point. You don't see a check mark there on recruiting because we're pretty much like maxed out on the players that I think we can get and take at this point in time, or at least would want to. Hopefully we can get a victory here. This will obviously be as a top 25 matchup, a nationally televised from a brand exposure perspective. For when it comes to recruiting, we dropped down with that loss to Minnesota after finally getting up into the B- territory. If we had won the last two games, there's a very, very good chance this is game of the week. At this point, we were up to number 6. We could have been a top 3 or 4 team in the country. Even though the talent is not necessarily there, this is one of the toughest road environments in all of college football to play at. Hopefully we can get the job done here. I think the key is, trying to control the clock. I think is going to be a really, really big, important thing for us today. I've been trying to be an offense that can take more shots, make more plays down the field. With the talent that Penn State has, I did not necessarily see that as a major thing here. I think this is trying to, like we did against Notre Dame, we found a weakness. We could, really spread out that defense and run it down their throat. Are we going to be able to do that against Penn State? I don't think that, these 2 tight end running sets are going to be overly beneficial for us. We do get an opportunity to get the ball first. Hopefully we'll get some momentum as we are underway here, taking on Penn State. A loss here certainly takes us out of the top 25. I would expect it would be our 3rd straight. It put us in a really, really difficult spot to try to get to that 10-win mark this year. We are going to be underway here. We are going to get things started. 2 tight end set in the pistol. And Abdul-Volt's got a really nice run to get things started. Just a dive straight at him. A gain of 7. Stick with this same formation. Snap. Got it over to Burhan. Just get the first down. I think a huge way that I see us getting the win here is really and truly getting in. Let's have 25, 30 minutes of time of possession. Be really good on 1st and 2nd down. See if we can get the job done. Marshall gets his first touch of the day, and it's a really good run. The linebackers kind of froze just enough. Allow Marshall to sneak through. Really want to try to keep these screens and like some of these key plays that I can have success with. Try to not use them until we just essentially absolutely have to. 3 wide receiver set here. Veltkamp takes the snap. And this off the Tuggle gets a nice speed boost after the catch and is going to get the first down. Our 3rd first down, 2nd one, our 3rd here in a row. We go right back to the run. 3 wide receiver set. It's another handoff. Marshall able to cut it back up. Nice big run for him. He's had a 17-yard gain and a 16-yard gain. In his first 2 carries. We go this double stack look. Quentin Joyner in the backfield. We've now got our 3rd running back of the game who's gotten a carry, and he gets inside the 5 and gets into the end zone. Quentin Joyner giving Purdue an early lead. I believe that's the 5th rushing touchdown of the year for Joyner. First touch of the day. The run game was really, really strong there. Joyner did not end up getting a single carry. I think he did get a reception against Minnesota. But a very, very quick 6-play, 75-yard drive there for Purdue. Getting off to a good start. Hopefully the defense, we set a Big Ten single-game sack record with Seabrooks last episode. We had 9 sacks as a team and still somehow found a way to lose. Now we get a guy in James McCauley, though, who's a really good athlete and is good under pressure, a lot better than Fitzpatrick was. And Fitzpatrick still diced us up a little bit, still made some plays. See if we can make something work. They go empty here to start off. Seabrooks, trying to get back there, but misses, and it's going to be a first down scramble. McCauley, big run. That's on me. Had him with Seabrooks, was trying to dive, so he didn't step too far in the pocket and kind of get by me. It'll be an RPO outside. He steps out of bounds, gain of 3. I don't really see a situation where we're only rushing 3 pass rushers today. I don't know that we'd have any success against this line. Seabrooks does a nice job there, but at least kind of maintaining. Now they have an injury to Alfonso Moma. Hopefully he's okay. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. We're already pulling out the goal line defense here. I think we're just going to sell out against the run. Quarterback sneaks. He does not get it a 4th and inches. They're opting to go for it here. Oh, come on. Come on. We're going to send pressure. It's going to be a straight handoff. Berglund makes the initial play. Seabrooks comes through, and we get the 4th down stop. So this was massive for us last week in helping Minnesota get a victory, as we were the team that could not convert the 4th downs. Penn State gets really aggressive there at midfield. Purdue's now got a really good opportunity here to build on that first drive. Marshall gets hemmed up there, just a gain of 1. Excellent stop there for the defense. Now we've got to make something happen on the backside of it. Veltkamp takes the snap. We'll get this underneath the Morissette. Tries to take it back to the outside. So we'll set up a 3rd and 4. That's what we like. Veltkamp takes it. Going to dump this off Marshall. Can't get around. So it's going to be a 4th and 1. 58-yard field goal. I think now we're going to be the aggressors. See if we can find a way to get this first down. Both teams going for it early. Of course, we get stuffed. Should have punted it. Well, I talked about it in the last episode. I need to be the one playing ball control, field position. It's a better team. That's on me. Should not have been that aggressive there. Nice job stuffing the run, but found a way to get 3 out of that. It's going to be a sweep. Nice tackle there on the outside by Hines. Give us a 3rd and 7. Good chance to get off the field. Got to make a play here. Only sending 3. I talked about not wanting to do that. We'll see if it plays out. Nope, way too much time, but he drops it. Huge drop there. McCauley really delivered a good pass. Had plenty of blocking. Wide open receiver. That's a 20 or 30-yard gain maybe there for the Nittany Lions. And instead, it ends up being a punt. So both teams kind of go for it on 4th down. Doesn't really play out any type of way for either team. Now Purdue is back out on offense, still up 7-0. Carry for Volk, really good blocking there up front. Nice shot from the center, kind of sealing that nose tackle. That's a 2nd and 1. Veltkamp takes it and try to get it out there quickly to Tuggle. He's got enough speed. 24 kind of came on the inside there, getting ready for the run. Ends up trying to sneak back out there, but it does not work out. Tuggle's first catch of the day does go for a 1st down. Now it's a 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Marshall. I tried to get outside of 77. He gets hemmed up. This is just, we're not built for these moments right here. These 2nd and longs. Not against this team. Kemp takes it. Gets this inside to Morissette. Does make a nice grab there. Make it a 3rd and 6. Come on. Come on, Tuggle. Try one more time. There we go. All right. Camp takes it. We'll try to get this out to Tuggle. He's going to get stopped. They're wanting us to go for it. I'm going to go for it again. Playing way too aggressive. I know I am. Marshall goes out. We're going to get it out to him. Marshall gets stopped again. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. We cannot convert fourth downs. I've got it. Okay. That's the last one. Unless we just have to. Quick RPO. Defense is playing too well right now. Got to give them better field position to work with. Just cannot convert these fourth downs, man. Like, nice pass up the middle. Good throw. Into the first quarter, we're leading 7-0. We're 0 for 2 on fourth downs. The defense has gotten stops. Crucial fourth down stop of our own. We got lucky with a drop on the third down on Penn State's last drive. We've gone for it twice though on fourth down, not converting. I've got to just stop doing that. I have to. We're just not making enough plays on them. There's a spot we were like excellent at last year. Bradford comes up, gets a big sack there as McCauley was definitely going to outrun Seabrooks and company there on the scramble. 2nd and 11, Bradford makes a huge play for us there. We go 3 wide, tight end in the slot. McCauley takes the snap. Seabrooks and company come around again, back-to-back plays with a sack as Madden and Seabrook get to him. This pass rush went through a lull in the middle part of the season after a quick start. Kind of getting things back going again, though, here. Obviously, a 9-sack performance will certainly do that. It's got to help get Seabrooks into the double digits in sacks this year. Seabrooks trying to get through there again. He's just going to loft this one up. Able to knock it away. That tight end had his hands on it. But another big drop there. And again, Purdue doing what needs to be done defensively. A couple of sacks there. Make that kind of a just throwing up a prayer ball situation. Let that one go into the end zone, please. Okay. All right, we're at the 20. No more fourth downs. Let's just make something happen here. Camp takes it. Dumps that quickly to Tuggle. Already his 4th reception of the day. He was heavily utilized last week. He's got a little bit of being banged up in his game now. Camp takes it. Nice throw there to Tuggle again on the catch. Really reading the kind of in-slot safety here. It's really all I'm doing. I'm making a single player read. So as Marshall comes out of the backfield, both this outside corner, the guy right there on the inside, really jump on that. That opens up that hole. Able to find Tuggle right behind it. That was essentially a one-player read. Thankfully, it worked out, because if I had dumped that out to Marshall, that might have been a pick 6 the other way. Marshall, okay, all of a sudden the run game is really struggling now. Got to make something happen. 2nd and 9. We can't keep living like this. Quickly over to Tuggle. Ooh, takes a big shot there. 3rd and 3. He's got 6 catches already. See if we can get a 3rd down conversion for once today. Take it. Tries to throw that underneath. Morris going to get stopped again. It's another 4th down. Defense is playing well. We have not shown that we can convert these. Try to just get a good punt. It's not a great one. Inside the 20, though. He's going to actually return it. That's a big ship. Up to the 23. Could have gotten a better punt off there. Trying to keep trusting this defense. It'll be a handoff. We're doing a nice job, at least in the early going here, of shutting down this run game. 11 yards on 5 carries. Seabrook's coming around the edge again. He's going to throw it away. 3rd and 8. Almost another sack. Right now, this right tackle is not blocking Seabrooks. They go empty, a diamond formation. Seabrooks coming around there again. Goes underneath. They're going to get the 3rd down conversion, man. They get that tackle. Better blocking there. Nice run play. Penn State with by far their best run of the day outside of the McCauley scramble earlier. Finally able to get Hayes loose. Go wide. Great play there. Berglund comes through. Been really good this year. Loss of 5 on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Probably one of them RPO play action sets. Golly, man. Nice play. Gain of 16 when they needed 15 there. It's in motion again. This time it's a jet pass. Berglund finally runs him out of bounds. Does not get the 1st down. With a pistol kind of full house set here. One of their tight ends out in motion. Play action. Got all day to throw. Wide open. Penn State gets into the end zone. Nice play off the play action. I sent the pressure trying to stop the run. We knew they were going to strike eventually. Who knew it would come after we actually punted the football instead of missing a 4th down opportunity there. As far as us offensively, we got to be a lot better on 1st down. That first drive, we scored in 6 plays. We are not really showing that we can score in 6 plays. I don't know if I said 4 there. We're not really showing that, we can make a lot of, second and longs and turning them into 3rd and shorts, run through Volt. That's more like it. So far, we're having more success just kind of running it straight at them, which is certainly surprising. It's not what I was expecting. 2nd and 5. And now we're playing everything kind of in a bubble, though. Inside to Smith, get the 1st down there. Trying to throw it to that outside shoulder, create a little room for him to work. 1st and 10. Kemp takes it. It's a hit. Now it's 2nd and long. Try to be aggressive and actually throw it for once on a 1st down. 2nd and 10, 3 wide receivers. Belkamp takes it. We'll try to set up the screen. They're all over it. All over it. Now it's a 3rd and 14. I don't know if we have a miracle play for this situation. Camp's going to take it. Oh, had to throw there to Branch. Got hit just a smidge there by the safety trying to come across. Now you need another really good play here from another stand from the defense. Penn State really got rolling that last possession. They start the 2nd half with the ball. Going to come out in the I formation here. It is going to be a handoff. A lot of good running. He goes just straight up the field there. That's probably a bigger carry, but he tries to take it to the outside. Just a gain of 3. Come on. Can't get to him. Guys are just open, man. All of a sudden, guys are just open. We'll cover 2 this time. Go empty. Golly, the pressure is just a tick too late getting there. We have an injury now to Ian Strong. Forces them to use a timeout, though. Another run. Bounce it outside. It's a gain of 3. And we're doing largely a really good job stopping this rushing attack. The pass game is all about whether or not we can get to him. Oh, they set up the screen. Jeffries almost gets him in the backfield. Doesn't quite get there. 40 seconds left. This is huge. Got to keep them out of the end zone. It's just going to be a run up the middle. Really surprising run. Now Penn State will take a timeout. This is a really dangerous spot for us. Come on. Just a run up the middle and knock him down. Have to take another timeout. I'd rather them throw it. It's going to be a handoff, and they come through on the blitz. I believe that was Davis, gets the stop. Now it's a 3rd and goal. I'm going to get a ton here. 2 guys in the backfield with McCauley. It is going to be a pass. Underneath, slides barely into the end zone. But they find Hayes for the score. This is a first half of wasted opportunity for the Boilermakers offense, is what this is. 14-7, the defense seems like it's getting a little exhausted. I just don't really and truly just don't even want to risk anything here. Now Camp takes it. Oh, tried to just find a big play down the field. Doesn't work out. Cover. Camp takes it. Nope. All right. They don't have any timeouts. I just made a terrible misread. We're just going to run this one out and get to halftime. That was an awful throw decision there. Let's just go to halftime. All right, 14-7. We played fine in the first half. We had to make more plays on offense. We had the first really big drive. 6 plays, went right down the field and scored. We have not converted a 3rd down. We're 0 for 2 on 4th downs. Finally went back to just punting the football. We're winning time of possession. Averaging up roughly the same yards per play. The defense has certainly had their moments, but all of a sudden, once this Penn State offense has kind of gotten going here on these last 2 possessions, I got to figure something out offensively. Other than just the halfback dive out of that pistol set with Volk is the only thing that's consistently working for us on a snap-by-snap basis. Start off the second half here. McCauley, wide receivers. It's going to be a run. That's just enough to make Berglund miss. Make that a gain of 5. Now they go empty. Like you're just counting. Right now we're counting so heavy. They run the speed option. Many times I've seen our quarterbacks fumble on stuff like that. It's kind of annoying when it doesn't happen on the other side. But a big run there on the speed option from McCauley. RPO. Gain of 2. A long 2 though. Almost 3 on that, it felt like. 2nd and 8. We're getting around. I mean, we're beating our man consistently with Seabrooks. They're doing a lot of really good stuff here underneath. The guys in the backfield got a really bad jump there with Seabrooks. He's going to try to scramble. He's going to get sacked as Madden finally gets to him. Good coverage sack there. Nowhere for McCauley to go. About a half second away from trying to take off there. Purdue gets the defensive stop that we need. Start this second half. Kick to the outside, not getting nothing there. Good starting field position. See if we can make something happen here. Marshall out in motion. Beltkamp gonna dump it out there to him. God, you got to get more of a block out there, Morissette. Golly, man. Oh, that's frustrating. Because we had the play, and that was set up pretty nicely. 2nd and 9. Beltkamp takes the snap. Morissette gonna get the first down. Big play. All right. Joyner is out there. It's a double stack look. It's 5-on-5. A run to the inside. Joyner with a nice burst there. Huge run. Almost wish he'd have went down earlier than that, taking way too many hits in that spot. Marshall slides through and hits the accelerator. A gain of 9 there. That's what we need. Show that we can run the football. 2nd and 1. Will be a carry. Marshall gets the first down. Barely, but he does get it. It's just a straight up run. Volk showing the patience there. Kind of cuts back, waits for that block to get up to the linebacker. 2nd and 4. Kemp takes it, a drop, don't send pressure, Tuggle underneath for the first down. Kemp takes it. Let's I dump this quickly to Burhan, gets a little bit up the field. Gain of 5. Beltkamp 3 wide receivers. We'll take the snap. Inside to Tuggle. Doesn't get up the field, but it's a first down at the 1. I want to go right back to that, to that RPO leak. Trying to tie this game up. Kemp takes it. Aguilar going to dump it out to Burhan. Gets into the end zone, and Purdue now looking to tie it up. Really, really good drive. Got it started with good runs. Winning first down. It was big there on that possession. That's the second time we've been able to hit that that dig. You know, that deep dig into Tuggle. Helps set up that scoring drive, and for once we don't, have to go to 4th down and make a decision there at the 1-yard line. The defense keep playing well. Underneath, good play. Nice solid tackle there from Nicholas and Berglund. 2nd and 4. I think we are going to send that pressure. Hopefully Berglund can get out there in time. If they try to throw something underneath, McCauley throws that one away, or else, I don't know if he threw that one away. He probably should have scrambled there. Instead tried to throw that to number 12, had a first down sitting in front of him. He's scrambling around enough. I'm going to put Madden in a spy here. We're going to send 3. Try to get to it with Brooks. Great throw, but he drops it. Penn State has had 2 killer drops on 3rd downs. Really nice throw, but he missed a wide open throw with a chance to scramble the play before. Sometimes you got to take what the defense gives you. Ranch doesn't have a lot to work with here. Going to go 3 wide receivers. Are going to go out the pistol. We're going to try to run it here with Volk. He's having a good game so far. There's another good run for him. It's the first down. 5 carries, 39. He's been able to hit that with some consistency for whatever reason. 3 wide receivers, Volk in the backfield again. It's going to be just a straight run to him there. That time they do. Shut it down. Watch that safety here. Beltcamp's going to take it. Going to dump it off to Burhan. Just make it a 3rd and close. 3rd and a manageable 4. Beltcamp takes it. Golly, the pressure just gets there. 56-yard field goal. There's no way. Golly, bad punt again. Make a nice tackle. They got to go a long way at least, right up to the 20. Not a good punt. Back out here defensively. Come on. Set the little inside screen. Didn't quite get that developed the way they wanted to. Still a gain of 4. Berglund comes through, miss it, creates a throw over the middle. Nicholas makes a nice play there. Hitting the receiver just as the ball did. Gant could not bring that one down. Come on, they go empty. The way they run like the speed option again, they do not. Yep, throw over the middle. Didn't get the pressure. Dropped a little too far back there. 4th quarter, it's a 14-14 game. Good quarter for us largely there defensively. Had the one really good drive there to tie the game up. Offense, though, is still inconsistent. I think so far we played a really solid game. RPO, nice tackle out there. In a 4, though. Killing us with its underneath stuff. 2nd and 6. Yep, underneath, knock it away. Nicholas and Berglund all over it. Nicholas made a couple of really, really nice plays in this one. People just over the middle. Got 2 zones all around there. We're just backing too far up. They're running little hitches underneath it. Come on. Oh, he breaks the sack of Seabrooks. Golly. Colin makes a heck of a play there. He's getting a 2-yard scramble out of that. It's going to be a run. Not a great path there for Hayes to take. It's a gain of 4, though, so it sets up a 3rd and 4. Come on. Nope. Yeah, he can scramble if he so chooses. He is going to scramble. He's going to get the first down. I'm going to have to start putting up a spy. Third downs anyway. We're going to have to start putting it up. So run. Nice job from Berglund and Jeffries and company. It's a gain of 1. Second and 9 to go. Full house pistol. Send that tight end out. Last time they play action for a touchdown on this play. And they throw it out in the flat quickly. Marable does make the tackle, but it's a first down for Penn State. And in a spy here. Ah, there we go. Nice job. Seabrooks at least came through enough where he put a spin move on. I should have made the tackle there. Only sending 3 here really makes me nervous. Come on. Throw it. They do throw it. Quick read. Great tackle by Bradford. 39. Just an immediate screen. We lock it up. Got a really easy chance here at a field goal. We're going to try to come off the edge, though. See if we can get a block here. Penn State looking to take the lead. Under 6.5 left. Nope. Kick is up. Kick is good. 17-14 lead here for the Nittany Lions. No time on offense. Big drive for them. 14 plays. Took up almost 7 minutes of game clock. Doesn't get much up to the 22. Handoff Joyner. Read it well. I don't know what we can do here. Kent takes the snap. Is that underneath Morissette? Trying to just help make it a 3rd and manageable here. Might be sending pressure off that left side. Kemp takes it. Just overthrows it. Gotta punt it. Gotta get a stop defensively. The no success first down runs are killers. RPO drops it. So really weird looking play there. I formation. Play action, nobody home. First down for Penn State. Wanted to send pressure against it. It did not work out. First and 10. Another run. Nicholas was all over it and then gets pancaked at the very end. Thankfully, he goes out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. Come on. Make some plays. Yeah, this defense is getting worn out. Hayes, one man to beat, does get tripped up, but is inside the 10, down at the 6. In the end zone. Strong 4th quarter here for the Nittany Lions. Now it's definitely going to take a miracle for Penn State to get back into this one. Oh, this has been tough. Because we've gotten away with a couple of drops from them. The one real bad decision from McCauley when he could have scrambled for a first down and missed a throw. This is just, other than run plays, we have just not hit anything down the field at all. Kemp takes it. Up the seam, Tuggle with a big play. Almost broke that one. Over the century mark. Kemp takes it. Just gonna. Okay, that was not exactly. I thought that play was set up there. It's on me. All right. We do. Come on. Dump it off quickly to Marshall. Let's hurry it up. Oh, got the, they have the screen read perfectly, man. Screen read perfectly. I've run the screen twice today. They have been all over it both times. I think I've just ran it twice. Try to hit this post again. Berlin out. Free up that little spot right there. Tuggle somehow makes another miraculous catch. Don't know how he just made that play. Camp. Take it. Nope. Incomplete. Maybe had the throw there to Tuggle over the top. Okay, ready? We'll try to set it up out of a different formation. Come through, it's going to be a sack. Somehow keep it. Let's take a timeout. Just no. It's just so hard to create these big plays. Camp takes it. Try to scramble, throws that. Should have been intercepted. We need 10 anyway. Let's get the field goal. Hope we make it here. It's going to cut it to 7. We get an onside kick. No idea how to kick these, what the strategy is. Just kind of hoping against hope here. We force a fumble. We do not. Got 2 timeouts to play with to leave ourselves with at least a little bit of time. If we can get a stop. RPO. He does not get the first down. Just one more chance at a stop. They're in field goal range, though. It's pretty much a done deal anyway. We are going to try it, though. It's going to be a first down. In-State's going to come away with the win. Three straight losses for the Boilermakers. I got away with a couple of throws for sure that could have been intercepted. Just didn't make enough plays on offense. The defense giving up 24 points to this team. I can certainly, I'm okay with that. Yeah, 3 straight losses certainly sucks. I mean, we just didn't take advantage of opportunities early in this game. Penn State went through stretches where the offense was really tough to stop, but we're not really good around that. I mean, I think we made plenty enough plays on defense. I mean, we really did. We held them to 6 for 12. So they had a run. We were 0 for 9 on third down. That's the story. They were 6 for 13 on their third and fourth down conversions. We were 1 for 12. So that tells you all that you need to know. I mean, we have way too many drives that, if we don't get the first down on first or second down, we're not moving the ball at all. It's a really tough team. Played this game really heavily in a box for sure, trying to not make mistakes. I did make a couple, but really just trying to not force anything and they were too good for us to play that way. We held strong though. I mean, Veltkamp 26 or 34, buck 92, a touchdown, no interceptions through certainly two passes at least, maybe three that could have been intercepted. Maybe we didn't run the ball consistently enough. I mean, Joyner 12.6, 6.6, 5.8. But a lot of these came, a lot of these yards did come in chunk plays, certainly. At 19, 12, and 17, Marshall had another 16-yard run. Makes up a lot of his. We had a lot of first down runs, though, that got stuff for 1 or 2 yards, and then we throw it underneath, and then it sets up a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Or we just weren't able to convert it. I mean, Tuggle had a really nice game, pretty much nondescript day for everybody else other than Burhan getting into the end zone. Could not get the ball to Marshall and make anything work out of the backfield. They read the 2 screens I ran to perfection. And you can tell it when it's set up, but it's like, I don't know where else to throw the football, I guess in those situations. Yeah, Penn State did a really nice job for the most part of stopping us early downs. I thought the offensive line was okay, maybe not quite consistent enough, was really good in stretches. Our 2 touchdown drives, they were outstanding. We were able to just run the football straight at Penn State. Defensively, Berglund obviously had a phenomenal game. 17 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. Bradford 8 and 1.5 sack. Seabrooks had a really nice day, but we missed opportunities with him too. Could have certainly had a 2 or 3 sack day. Madden second half I thought played well. No interceptions. I mean, we couldn't cause any turnovers. McCauley, when he did scramble, if we got a big shot on him, we couldn't force a fumble out. Yeah, he just made enough plays. It is what it is. We missed opportunities early in the game. That's pretty much what this comes down to. McCauley, 22 of 30, a buck 98, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he had, several yards left on the field with his wide receivers with drops. Some of them were, forced by us making hits at the right time. Some of it was not, though. Hayes, buck 18, a score on the ground. Had essentially like 2 drives. They really ran the ball extremely well on us, and then it was pretty quiet otherwise. Reynolds gets you in the end zone. Hayes also has a receiving touchdown. He is certainly their player of the game, in my opinion. But you see, we got lucky with drops. Reynolds gets credited with 2. Ivy had a really bad drop, and they had a couple of other ones that were kind of those contact drops that are not necessarily given to the guys. Defensively, I thought they played pretty well. On the front 7, I think their safeties really came up and made nice plays. Campbell, their linebacker, is a really good player. He was all over the field. They tackled really well in space. Couldn't really make plays off of anything necessarily. We somehow were able to get a couple of big strikes to Tuggle. That post can work, but you got to have time to set it up. You got to have the safety kind of in the right spot. But other than that, I've not found a lot of other big plays, anything that I feel comfortable with. Because right now, if I'm just throwing lobs, it doesn't seem to be working. I have not had success with that. But yeah, I mean, I think they played really well defensively. I think that outside of our 2 touchdown drives, they did a really nice job. Even us getting a field goal there at the end was, 2 big plays to Tuggle really is all that it was. Let's see. I mean, we just missed opportunities, and it sucks because I do think that we certainly had moments we should have been really, really good against them, but we were not. So I think I'm going to use Justin Marshall as our thumbnail player. Kind of find something we can work with here. Not really standing up really as straight as I would like him to. That's frustrating though. It really sucks having moments where you can make things happen. Just not quite doing enough. I guess we'll just use Tuggle. It'll be fine. But I do think that we had a lot of positives from the standpoint of like you're playing in one of the best environments in all of college football, and I do feel like we did for the most part did a really nice job of not being too pressured or feeling too much from that. Just not quite making enough plays when we had to. But it is a 24-17 win for the Nittany Lions, and we have now lost 3 games in a row. That puts us at 7-3. And if we do want to get to that 10-win mark, we have to win our last 2, and we have to win our bowl game. Let's move along. Hopefully, we still, even with our third straight loss, do get some commits. I mean, we certainly shouldn't drop in like brand exposure. We're going to drop in. We do lose North, which I expected. We lost Ogbu, which I expected. Brand exposure back down to a C+ is certainly going to hurt us. At least our championship contender doesn't drop anymore. We do fall out of the top 25, it looks like. Oh, just not quite doing enough. Now we're at 7-3. Got a couple of big games here on the back half of the season. We've really got to find ways to win for sure. Take a look at the scores, though, around the top 25. Week 11, so we had SMU over Virginia big, Clemson over Duke by a couple of scores on the road. Duke continues to be really good in this dynasty. UCLA over Maryland, Arizona State over Kansas, Memphis over UTSA, Florida over Auburn, Oregon over USC, so a 25-point victory and an upset. USC was the number 1 team in the country heading into this game. Dampier throws 2 interceptions, but also throws for 3 scores, has 78 yards on the ground. Hill and Harris combined for 3 scores there as well. Mayava just didn't have a good game. 1 touchdown against 2 interceptions. Jordan finds the end zone for him, but yeah, Oregon gets a big upset there, getting themselves back into the top 25. Pitt over Georgia Tech by 1 score. You had TCU barely surviving a bad Baylor team. Notre Dame gets upset by Syracuse. Michigan over Michigan State. There's our game that we lost. UNLV over Cal. UCF over Iowa State. Nebraska over Washington. Georgia big over Arkansas. Really dominating top 25 matchup there. Texas Tech over Arizona. Ohio State by 1 point over Northwestern, 35-34. Rice over UAB in an upset. Tennessee absolutely demolishes LSU a couple weeks ago. LSU was looking like the clear number 1 team in the country that now lost, I believe that's 2 games in a row, at least 2 out of the last 3. Then South Carolina over Mississippi State. So we take a look at the Heisman watch here. We don't have anybody. Matt Chadwick is coming up here for Pittsburgh. Jackson Arnold, though, still leading the way. Certainly has to be the favorite, but he's banged up. Oh, he tore his bicep. So he is not going to win this Heisman. And that completely changes Alabama's whole season. I know they have a really good backup quarterback. I think it's Rocco Breck. I think transferred in there as well. So Alabama should be fine. I don't really remember exactly how their season is going, but Adrian Allen, Jeremiah Smith, Davion St. Clair, Matt Chadwick, but I think Rocco Beck is now will now be the quarterback for Alabama, who is they're not. Okay. Alabama's not even in the top 25. So it doesn't really matter either way, just looking at it from a national perspective. As we look at players of the week, we had Braden Marshall for UCF, looked like a pick 6, 4 pass breakups as well. Had a really nice day. Jordan Anthony there out of Texas State. 231, 3 touchdowns, had a massive game. The Big Ten is Dejon Lane. Had a sack, tackle for loss, 4 pass breakups. There at his safety spot for Northwestern as they almost upset Ohio State. And then Christian McCray, huge game there in a loss over Michigan. So he did all that he could do. Take a look at our season stats now. Belcamp, 17 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I mean, we got lucky with a couple of interceptions in that game there for sure. 78% completion percentage. I mean, he's been really good for us. We weren't able to push the ball down the field a ton there. Not a lot of success. Marshall kind of been stymied now for a couple of games in a row after a massive streak of games, including that Iowa game that we lost. He was almost like 200 total yards of offense in that one. Joyner with 5 touchdowns. Marshall with 6. It was a good day for Volk. Tuggle, I mean, certainly looks like we're going to get him to the 1,000-yard mark. He'll be the first 1,000-yard player, in this series period. Didn't have a rusher or a receiver in season one. Burhan's still operating as that number 2 option, not consistently being able to find really anything other than wide receiver 1, tight end 1, and running back 1 consistently in this passing game. I think the offensive line has been fine. We'll certainly still like to have more. Berglund is easily going to lead this team in tackles. Bradford Smith, Marable Hines is now overtaking Tyson there with Tyson's injuries. 19 tackles for loss for Seabrooks, 11 sacks. He's had a great year. Would not surprise me if he tries to transfer out. I guess we'll see. Nothing changed for us from a turnover perspective. We did go 1 for 1 from field goals, though. And now as we slide over, take a look here at recruiting. Where are we at as far as top classes right now? Right now we are exactly number 25, 1 5-star, 6 4-stars. Really having a hard time kind of closing the deal on players. Like, Reader, we're the only people recruiting him. Like, I don't understand why this is not, like, moving at a faster rate than this, but it's not. It is what it is. Simple, we're the only team recruiting him. Like, these guys should be recruiting, or should be committing to us. Looking good for Morton. Still looking okay for Easy Iki, and we're putting all the points we can. It just may not work out, or maybe it does. Well, I guess we'll see. Does it make more sense? We don't know. Championship contender. You'd almost be hoping it's a play-style conference prestige. We're just not getting enough good information on him yet. Looking good for all these outside linebackers that we're going after late in the process here, which is nice. Let's see, Koroma here, championship contender. We can bring him in on we cannot bring him in on a visit, not even on a bye week, okay? And cornerback, still looking good there for Sermon. Of course, we lost George North in that battle. Gee, we're still looking good to bring in a kicker here as well. So 150 hours unspent. I mean, we can take a glance. I just don't think there's any, 4 stars left that don't have anything. Yeah, there are a couple of guys, but nobody that's open to talking to us from a 3-star perspective. George Melvin, route artist, but he's 5'7", gadget player there. A couple of 3-star guys. Maybe we could just take a look at them while we have points available. We need some guys here at the mic position. Let's see. So look at this. Some of these guys are at least top 1,000 players. We'll start scouting them first. See if there's anything at all that stands out here. Looks solid enough. I really don't need to see any more. 73 zone, 87. We're going to go ahead and put some points on Charles. 78, looks like the zone is going to be okay. So can't do any more scouting on Bryce Joy, but he looks like a solid player there. We're certainly going to put 25 there on Charles. So do we have any of these guys that are like these outside linebackers? We are the only people recruiting. I know we can go right back to giving them some more points here. Drusma is the guy that I really want here, right? Or is it Karoma? Karoma is the guy that I definitely do want. So let's go ahead and put the 50 back on him. Let's drop these points now. Drusma. Give us a little bit more to play with here. I think this other linebacker, Joyce, I think is going to be worth taking a look. He absolutely is. So we'll do 15 to him right now. 81 speed, 75 zone. Yeah, I think we've got 2 guys here. I mean, 87 speed on Damian Charles. That is a freak athlete with zone coverage. That is a dang near a day one starter. Maybe we can make a jump for these guys. That's going to do it here for this episode. If you do enjoy the content, like, subscribe, check out my Seattle Mariners franchise. Leave me feedback down below. Thank you for tuning in. Third straight loss. Got a game against Illinois, and got a game at Indiana. Back-to-back night games against teams that are kind of struggling this year, but we're struggling as well. At least currently, but hopefully we can get back, with the schedule kind of lightening up here again, even though these games are on the road. But we'll see y'all in the next episode, and we'll see if we can pull off a victory. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and until next time, peace.